Almanzo was 37, and their daughter Rose was 7.
So we got a pretty fun day today. After we get done with chores, another hour or so, we're gonna head to Wilder and Ingalls Wilder's home in Mansfield, Missouri. It's a home that Almanzo and Laura lived in after they got married and farmed out there. It's about an hour drive from us. Bluebirds out this morning. 3 up here kind of by the coop, and we had here comes the barred rock. It was all the way down in the backyard this morning. So just these last few days, these meat birds have really started eating the feed and just drinking a ton of water. I'm sure some of it has something to do with the heat, but they are packing it on. Joe, I always feel like when we're watching them grow that I don't think they're going to be big enough before processing, and then all of a sudden, just a couple of weeks before, they just are just about eating you out of the house. So here they are. What's left of them anyways after that predator bird ate them, or didn't really eat them, I guess killed them. But we're feeding them twice a day. They are definitely ugly birds. First year we did I think they were called Red Rangers or something like that, and I actually kind of liked them a little bit more for the meat, just because they're more of a darker meat, which I kind of prefer. And they take, I guess, almost about twice as long to get to weight, and even at that point they were smaller than what these broiler chickens are. But they are ugly. They're bred for exactly what you want. There's bigger breasted, if that's what you're interested in. Like I said, I kind of prefer more of the dark meat, and you can kind of see the feathers are just, they've got some feathers, but not very many, and I think that's just, like I said, bred into them also, just to make it easy plucking. I'm gonna go ahead and just run back down to the barn and get the tractor to take a bucket of water up to the pigs. I know they're good on food, and we filled up their big waterer yesterday pretty well, so they won't need any water in their waterer, but I can assure you that they'll want water in their wallow for today. They're already getting excited, running around. I think that black one thought he wanted me to dump it on it, but then after I started, he kind of had second thoughts about it.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right. Is on the right.
We made it, Caleb.
Yes.
You excited?
Yep.
My butt sore.
So that white house right through those trees, I think we'll be able to walk inside of it. We'll definitely be able to get closer to it, but that was their original homestead house up there. What's that? So this is the museum. We're gonna watch a video in there for a little bit, and then I think we're gonna go tour the rock house where they lived at for a few years, and then we will come back and tour the white farmhouse that they lived in for most of the time when they were in this area.
How old are your parents?
No
Well,
older than you, though.
They're older than me.
I think they're older than you. So, when these rocks set.
Yes, my kids have that all the time.
They did,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's why they come, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mansfield was actually built around that. We were a watering station. That was in 1882. When that, and so Mansfield was established in 1882 by a man named Mansfield. His last name was Mansfield. I think it was F.M. Mansfield. And so they finally built a town around it because we had a depot. And so it was a hub. Ship out, or people would pick up deliveries, and Almanzo was one of those people. He had a dray service, so a delivery service, horse and wagon, and he would pick up product from the railroad, take to Ava and Hartville and all these places that didn't have a depot. And so one of their friends, Frank Cooley, had came over to Mansfield to kind of check it out, to scout it out. He was considering moving his family here.
okay. Before the Wilder.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he went back with an advertisement that said the land of the big red apple. So that's what our Wilder Days, that's what the theme is about.
Okay.
It was called the land of the big red apple. You could have apple orchards. The apples were about that big, huge, huge apples. And you could have huge orchards on a multi-scale, a small scale farm. And so that appealed to the Wilders. So Mr. Cooley went back and showed them that advertisement and actually had some apples for them to sample. Ben Davis and Missouri Pippin. So the Wilders tried the apples, read the advertisement. They were looking for a fresh start.
Okay.
So they got in their wagon and they came with them.
Okay.
They came with them in 1894. So this was a destination for them. And when they arrived in the Ozarks, Laura was just blown over. She fell in love with the Ozarks, especially Mansfield.
So we just got done with the tour of the white farmhouse. I wasn't able to take any video or photos in there, but it's pretty cool. Very, very nice, especially for that era when they built that. Does anybody remember when they built it? Or when they started building it? I think they built, like they'd build a room and then work and save up money and then build another room, but I think they started in...
They built a room onto the side of it in the spring of 1895.
1895 is when they started. Okay.
Yeah.
Best thing about the whole place?
Probably the museum.
Alright. Tay, what do you got? Best place or best thing in the whole place?
Either the first house or the museum.
Yeah, those houses are pretty cool, aren't they? There's a couple of cars.
Signals. Signals Pizza's the best.
I don't know if you've ever had pizza at Signal before, have you?
Oh yes, see people live there.
Surely. It's in an old building. There's cars in here.
Yeah, it's the only place that's got people in it.
So thirsty.
All right, we're gonna try pizza joint. We were gonna go to some cafe, but they're only open 3 days a week or something right now. So, what's this place called?
Pizza and pasta or pizzeria, something like pizza.
All right, we'll give you our restaurant review when we come back out. How was everybody's lunch? You go first.
Good, but my belly hurts.
Peyton, how was your salad?
It was okay.
So Caden's trying to watch his weight. He has a jiu-jitsu competition that he is right at weight, so he's nervous. Tay, tell us what you had.
Spaghetti.
And like A+ or what? So just kind of okay. KK?
I had linguine. It was pretty good.
What sauce did you have?
I don't really know.
Give me one.
Gavin Clay?
It was good.
What'd you have?
Good.
Meatball subs?
Ooh, meatball subs. All right, I had a calzone. It was really good. So I give this place maybe an 8.5.